Upo na po.
Thank you.
Bakit
Your
daw po
Honor.
ayaw ninyo mag-take ng oath?
No, Your Honor, I am not refusing to take the oath. Prior to being asked to take the oath, I was trying to explain, Your Honor, that I am not an invited resource person. Second, that I have only been asked now to explain why there was no receipt for subpoena for the persons who are not present here. That is what I am trying to say, Your Honors, respectfully. I just wanted to explain that as part of the Legal Affairs Division of the office, I wanted to explain why we did not receive. In accordance with the rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, wherein the rules of court suppletorily applies, Rule 14 in relation to Rule 21 of the Rules of Court, Your Honors, personal service must be made to resource persons who are being issued subpoena. With that, Your Honor, they being not present in the office at that time, no person can receive on their behalf, and hence, there will be no proper service. Respectfully, Your Honors.
What is your role in this? You are not invited, but you are present at today's hearing, and you never take your oath.
As
Why?
legal counsel.
What is your presence?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I am the Chief of Legal Affairs of the Office of the Vice President.
So,
I am here to represent the institution.
anyway, Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, since the good lawyer has no written authority coming from the Vice President, second is that she never take her oath. So, Mr. Chairman, first, I move that we strike out all, on record, all the statement being made by the good attorney.
Seconded.
There's a motion raised by Congressman Paduano, duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
And second, Mr. Chairman, I move that we excuse the good lady attorney in this room and to request the SAA to escort the good attorney outside of this room. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Seconded.
There's a motion to excuse the good attorney from this room, which is duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, if I may respectfully request...
You're not, you're out of order. You're not recognized.
mo, Chair, para hindi siya makapagsalita.
being
Suspend.
Miss Juliet Villa del Rey.
Confirmed attendance and present here, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Kevin Tenido.
Present, Your Honor, here. Confirmed, sir.
Miss Edeline Rabago.
Present here, Your Honor.
Rosalyn Sanchez.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, with that being said, for the individuals, Mr. Lemuel Ortonio, Miss Gina Acosta, Attorney Sunshine Fajarda, and Mr. Edward Fajarda, I move that we cite in contempt these individuals for their continuous defiance to attend the committee hearings on good government.
Your
Seconded.
second to the motion.
Second, Mr.
Seconded.
Chair.
Insofar as individuals, Mr. Lemuel Ortonio, Miss Gina Acosta, Attorney Sunshine Fajarda, and Mr. Edward Fajarda, there is a motion to cite them in contempt in accordance with Section 11A. Official to obey summon. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Acop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I move that the four resource persons who are absent and disobeyed our summons, Attorney Lemuel Ortonio, Madam Gina Acosta, Asek Sunshine Fajarda, and Mr. Edward Fajarda, after being cited in contempt, be penalized and detained at the premises of this House of Representatives for a period up to the time the final report of the committee is submitted for the plenary's deliberation. So move, Mr. Chair.
Is there any second to the motion?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Duly seconded. Hearing none. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Thank you, Brad.
Madam Comsec, please take note of the manifestation of Congressman Acop.
Noted, Your Honor, the Secretariat is preparing the citation, the orders cited, and the orders as well, Your Honor, for to take in full custody.
Is it my understanding, Mr. Chair, that given that we have already acted on the motion to cite into contempt and the proper penalty will be issued to them, Comsec, can the Sergeant at Arms be notified of the action of the committee?
Yes, Your Honor. We will, Your Honor.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Chair, I've also received a letter coming from Attorney Zulaika Lopez. Similar to the other individuals that we have cited in contempt, she also has continued to defy the invitations forwarded to her. Although we have in receipt a letter from her, which I hope we can discuss so that we can determine what the pleasure of the committee would be. So, Mr. Chair, can I ask Comsec? Comsec, lahat po ba nabigyan na nung copy ng letter ni Attorney Zulaika Lopez?
Secretariat was able to produce 10 copies, Your Honor. So majority of the members present were provided, Your Honor, at least, Your Honor. We'll distribute more, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can I ask for a 2-minute suspension while we go through the letter?
2-minute suspension is declared by the Chair. Committee hearing resumes. Comsec.
Your Honor, I would like to recognize additional members who are present in today's hearing. Honorable Edward Vera Perez Maceda from the 4th District of Manila. Honorable Amparo Maria J. Zamora from the 2nd District of Taguig. Vice Chairperson, Honorable Jefferson F. Conghun from the 1st District of Zambales. And Honorable Arnan C. Panaligan from the 1st District of Oriental Mindoro. That's it. Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you. Honorable Congressman Acop, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, we have moved to cite in contempt Attorney Lemuel Ortonio, Madam Gina Acosta, Asek Sunshine Fajarda, and Mr. Edward Fajarda. But I am in receipt of their letters stating therein that they have travel orders. So, may I know, Mr. Chair, because I would like to find out whether the committee would accept the excuse letters or the reasons for their absence of Attorney Ortonio, Madam Villa del Rey, Madam Acosta. No, except for Madam del Rey kasi nandito po siya. Asek Sunshine Farda and Edward Farda. Are we going to disregard their excuse letter, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, Congressman Dan,
Chairman Acop.
you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, medyo panay worrisome na itong mga excuse letter that we are being accepted by this committee. I think they have a new scheme being employed by the resource persons. Before, sila yung mga nagpapa-hospital, sila yung nagbibigay ng different excuses. But this time, we need to validate this excuse of Miss Attorney Zuleika Lopez. As much as I wanted to believe her excuse, no? But I think yung pong aunt niya that is living in the United States can possibly stand on her own, especially the healthcare system of the United States. And the testimony of Zuleika Lopez is so crucial on this investigation. And if we were going to allow this excuse of her, then other resource persons might follow, no? And we're also running out of time because come December and January, we won't be able to conduct hearings anymore. So, I think, as much as I wanted to agree with the humanitarian reason that being employed by this letter, I think let's not accept this letter anymore, Mr. Chairman. They can always run. They can always run. But they cannot hide anymore, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Dan. Deputy Speaker, J.J. Suarez.
Actually, I am also one with the position of Congressman Fernandez, given that the committee has already exercised patience and understanding in these resource persons. I mean, wag din natin kakalimutan, Mr. Chair, na mga public officials po ito. Trabaho po nila yung umattend, dumalo, para may paliwanag kung paano ba nagastos yung ilang mga pondo na pinag-uusapan po natin dito. However, in the same way, Mr. Chair, when I was reading the letter of Attorney Zuleika Lopez, ang nabanggit niya po kasing dahilan doon ay ipinapakiusap ng kanyang tiyahin na makasama siya habang nasa ospital sa ibang bansa. At lahat naman po tayo, may mga pamilya po tayo, because of humanitarian reasons and you know, maybe we can extend a little bit more our understanding if my fellow committee members would accept my explanation. We can accept the letter of Attorney Zuleika Lopez, but only until our next committee hearing, Mr. Chair. Dahil ako naman po ay reasonableng tao, kasi lang siyempre may hangganan. Ngunit kung ang hinaharap naman po ng isang individual ay talaga namang isang dahilan na hindi maiiwasan, siguro po sa susunod na pandinig ng committee hearing, wala na po siguro siyang dahilan para hindi dumalo. Para po ito kay Attorney Zuleika Lopez, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman, Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez.
Mr. Chair. Kasi natatawa po ako dito talaga sa dokumentong to. Siya lang ba po ba yung pamangkin ng tita niya? Wala na po ba ibang pamangkin? Wala na po ba siyang asawa na padadala? Because we are tackling so much issues about her. And this is a clear evasion, Mr. Chairman. Hindi po to justified, itong letter na to. And at the same time, I'm pretty confused with this caser permanente. Ngayon ko lang po nakita tong Xerox copy na to that was sent to us. At yung mga status report that being mentioned in here, I think this is not justifiable, Mr. Chairman. Most likely, ginawa lang nila to or whatever. But I hope this is true. Because if this is not true, and we will be able to validate the truthfulness of this report, status report, di ba? Additional problem for her. So, anyway, dahil malaki rin po respeto ko kay DS JJ, sige po, I'll be, hindi naman po ako nag-motion. That is my manifestation, Mr. Chairman. So, I will agree with the position of the whole body, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Insofar as Attorney Zulaika Lopez, maybe we can ask the COMSEC to issue another subpoena, at least to give her one more chance. Do I hear a motion from the member for the reissuance of subpoena ad testificandum insofar as Attorney Zulaika Lopez only is concerned? Do I hear a motion?
Mr.
So
Chair,
moved, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Acop.
since we have discussed the situation of Attorney Lopez,
No, we still have to
yes,
move for a
and,
motion.
for humanitarian consideration, may I move that we issue another subpoena to Attorney Zulaika Lopez for the next hearing. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion by Congressman Acop for the reissuance of subpoena ad testificandum insofar as Attorney Zulaika Lopez is concerned. Is there any second to the motion? Duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Now, insofar as the four others witnesses or resource persons that we already cited in contempt, as far as Edward Fajarda, Attorney Sunshine Fajarda, at sino pa ba? Gina Acosta, and Attorney Limuel Ortoño, we find their excuse as unacceptable, considering the fact that, like for example, in the case of Edward Fajarda, according to him, he is on official travel to monitor inventories and documents on November 10 to 15. However, the subpoena was issued to him and was received by him personally, according to COMSEC, last November 8. So, medyo lame po yung excuse niya. Ganon din po dun sa iba.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, if I may be recognized.
Yes, Congressman J.J. Suarez, Deputy Speaker.
Binabasa ko po itong pinadala ni Mr. Edward Fajarda. Hindi ko nga alam kung siya nagpadala nito. Basta ang nakasulat lang po dito ay travel order niya signed by Assistant Chief of Staff Lemuel Ortoño. Am I correct, COMSEC, na ito lang po yung pinadala ni Mr. Fajarda?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, in other words, Mr. Chair, wala man lang siyang paliwanag personally or in writing to the committee as to why he is not available today. Rather, what was submitted to the committee was a travel order signed by the Chief of Staff, or does he also have a personal letter signed, sent to the committee, COMSEC?
Your Honor, apologies, Your Honor. It is on the last page of the file that you are holding. There's a letter signed by Mr. Edward Fajarda himself. Last page, Your Honor.
Dami kasing excuse, kaya...
May I
medyo
proceed to
makapal
read,
eh.
Your Honor, to make it easier for the members?
No. We can get to that. Ito. Yeah, so in the same purpose, Mr. Chair, well, thank you that he has sent a letter. In the same purpose, Mr. Chair, I believe that the topic at hand is so important that a trip to Caraga can actually be rescheduled just so that he can attend today's hearing. Natanggap niya naman po yung subpoena sa kanya. At alam niya naman po na previous to the subpoena that was received, he received it also via email. Other than that, he's been invited numerous times to attend the same hearing in the weeks past. So it is my position, Mr. Chair, that with regards to the letter of Mr. Edward Fajarda, this is unacceptable for the committee, Mr. Chair.
Persons, Ms. Rabago, Mr. Tenido, Attorney Sanchez, and Ms. Villa del Rey. However, Attorney Emily Torrentira refuses to take her oath, Your Honors.
Mr. Chairman, I'm just wondering why attorney, what's the name of that that person?
Attorney Emily
Emily Torrentira, Your
refused to
Honor.
raise her hand for the oath taking. Can we ask her why she refuses to take her oath?
May I, Mr. Chair?
You can
Your
all sit down,
Honors.
ma'am. Upo na po.
Thank you.
Bakit
Your
daw po
Honor.
ayaw ninyo mag-take ng oath?
No, Your Honor, I am not refusing to take the oath. Prior to being asked to take the oath, I was trying to explain, Your Honor, that I am not an invited resource person. Second, that I have only been asked now to explain why there was no receipt for subpoena for the persons who are not present here. That is what I am trying to say, Your Honors, respectfully. I just wanted to explain that as part of the Legal Affairs Division of the office, I wanted to explain why we did not receive. In accordance with the rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, wherein the rules of court suppletorily applies, Rule 14 in relation to Rule 21 of the Rules of Court, Your Honors, personal service must be made to resource persons who are being issued subpoena. With that, Your Honor, they being not present in the office at that time, no person can receive on their behalf, and hence, there will be no proper service. Respectfully, Your Honors.
Well, we accept that that guidelines, no, that you mentioned a while ago. But you all know that this is an aid in aid of legislation, and the reason why we are trying to course this invitation to the Office of the President, we discussed this lengthily already, and the testimony of Attorney Lopez is so important to us. And also si Fajarda. And I think, Mr. Chairman, with this kind of explanation that being manifested by Attorney Tolentino, as much as we accept that that premise of her, but somehow we are all guided with moral decency, no? That somehow, sana
Mr. Chairman.
naman, umattend naman po sila dito, kahit na sabihin po natin that, yun nga po, ito po yung sinasabi nung inyong minention a while ago, but I think somehow sa akin personally that is not accepted. And isang tanong lang, attorney, have somebody told you not to accept all those invitations?
No, Your Honor. It was a.
So it
is in accordance with the rules, Your
So
Honor.
it's your own
Attorney,
volition.
we will recognize you later because hindi po kayo nag-take ng oath. Okay na po.
Mr. Chairman.
You've already said your piece.
Thank
Mr.
you, Your
Chairman.
Honor.
Congressman
May I
Paduano,
ask
you're
the
recognized.
good attorney, what is your role in this? You are not invited, but you are present in today's hearing, and you never take your oath.
As
Why?
legal counsel.
What is your presence?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I am the Chief of Legal Affairs of the Office of the Vice President.
So,
I am here to represent the institution, Your Honor.
so you are here to represent the institution. You should, before talking, you should take your oath, because that is on record. You're a lawyer. You know that. You cannot speak unless until you take your oath. That's the rule, internal rules of this House and this committee. You cannot speak unless you take your oath, or else I will move to excuse you in this room.
Your Honor, if I may,
Um,
Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Mr.
What is,
Chair,
what is your point of order?
yeah, I take the position of Congressman Paduano. I really don't know why she's here. Has she forwarded any explanation written as to her attendance?
Hindi, Mr.
Comsec.
Chairman,
No,
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, a while ago, she was trying to tell us that she is the representative of the Office of the Vice President. And if you are the representative of the Vice President, you have this reason to take your oath as well.
No, but, yeah, but other than that, Mr. Chair, before we can even proceed to asking her to take her oath, has she communicated officially to the committee that she is indeed representing the Office of the Vice President? Is there any letter that whereby Attorney Tolentino is given authority to represent the Office of the Vice President, Comsec?
None, Your Honor.
Did you submit your authority?
If I may, Your Honor, respectfully.
Yes, please.
Mr. Chair, can we just call for a 5-minute suspension? Kausapin muna natin kung ano ba talaga kasi...
5-minute suspension is declared by the chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Committee hearing resumes. Congressman Paduano.
Chairman. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, since the good lawyer has no written authority coming from the Vice President. Second is that she never take her oath. So, Mr. Chairman, first, I move that we strike out all, on record, all the statement being made by the good attorney.
Seconded.
There's a Motion raised by Congressman Paduano, duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
And second, Mr. Chairman, I move that we excuse the good lady attorney in this room and to request the SAA to escort the good attorney outside of this room. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Seconded.
There's a motion to excuse the good attorney from this room, which is duly seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, if I may respectfully request
You're not, you're out of order. You're not recognized.
Mo, Chair, para hindi siya makapagsalita.
being
Suspend mo.
Suspend ko na lang.
Your Honor,
1 minute suspension. Nakamute. Paki-excuse na lang po yung paki-excuse na lang po muna yung ating abogado. Committee hearing resumes.
Mr. Chairman,
Congressman J.J. Suarez, you're recognized.
yeah. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang po ilagay sa tamang perspective yung dahilan kung bakit po pina-excuse po natin yung isang individual na dumalo sa ating hearing. Baka po kasi magkaroon ng misunderstanding why she was excused from our hearing. Number one, she was not invited to attend today's hearing. Number two, she did not take her oath. So we don't even know the personalities and the circumstances to why she is here. And no communication was forwarded to the committee as to her attendance. For all we know, she can be somebody posing for somebody, and the committee cannot act on mere presentation without proper representation to the said committee, Mr. Chair. So para lang po maunawaan ng lahat kung bakit po natin pinakiusapan na ma-excuse yung isang individual na nagpakilala na Attorney Tolentino. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.